Hi everybody, I'm your host Sarah McCombs, and this is this ECTV segment, You Get the Gist. Today I'm joined by Shelby Hicks, who just recently graduated from the master's program here at Endicott. Shelby, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so how was your experience at Endicott? What did you like about the school? What didn't you like?
The school is beautiful. The program, the MFA in interior design, was very difficult and very challenging.
Oh, I bet.
It was a very big adjustment for me. I moved here as well as started school full-time. So that adjustment was pretty big, but the program was exceptional and challenging, and I just loved everything I learned. And
I mean, a lot of the girls that I see who are in the interior design undergraduate program, I always see them sitting in the library till 1 in the morning, just working on drawing, and everything's so detailed and precise.
Yes.
Is that what you're doing a lot of?
Yes, it was a 24/7, 2 years of my life.
I can imagine.
Challenge, but all very well worth it.
Good,
I think.
that's good.
Yeah.
So what got you interested in interior design?
Well, I sort of came in a very roundabout way to interior design. As a young kid, I used to sketch and draw all the time. I was very much a spatial person, and I could draw any of my friends' floor plans and that sort of thing. But I grew up in an era and in a culture that design and art was not a career choice, it was a hobby.
Right.
So I went into nursing, and then then I had my first child, and decided that I had really had enough of nursing.
Understandable.
And so I started in actually selling custom window treatments, and then realized that that was not enough, and I wanted to do it all. So I went back to school.
Big decision.
Yes, and got a certificate in interior design, and then opened my own business, and
here we are.
Here we are.
What gave you the idea for your thesis?
Well, those children that I had a lot of challenges in school, and I can remember taking my daughter to her first kindergarten class and realizing that the school was the same school that I went to school, not literally, but figuratively. The school had not changed.
Had not improved.
It smelled the same, it looked the same, the light was the same. And both of my kids had challenges in school, and I often thought that it was the environment more than anything else. And so when I had to choose what I wanted to spend a year of my life 24/7 studying and researching, that was really something that was important to me. I had experience with, and I still to this day love that educational environment.
Right. Will you give us a quick outline of the thesis itself?
It was on educational environments, interior design, and multiple intelligence theory, which is Howard Gardner's belief that we all have 7 intelligences, and we all have highs and lows in all of them, and how to bring that into an educational environment. So no matter what your strengths are, you feel supported, you feel safe, you feel like that environment supports.
It's right for you.
Right.
And this thesis is recently you've talked to a publishing company. Tell me your reaction to getting this much attention for it.
I, on a whim, decided to send my abstract to a publisher, and thinking that first they were going to send me back an email that said, could you please go through the proper channels, or I was never going to hear from them again, right? Just nothing.
Yep.
And within 15 minutes of me sending the email, I got a response from the editor saying, I think we have a book.
That's so exciting.
So it was very exciting.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
When will this book be published, or do you have any time frame?
Our goal is to have it published by 2014.
Okay, that's soon, coming up fast.
Yes.
And I also was told that you recently got a new job.
I did.
Let's hear about it, and how'd you get it, how you like it, everything with it.
In the middle of preparing for my visual defense for my thesis, I, at the time, obviously, graduation, I'm sending out applications to all the colleges that had teaching opportunities, and I got a phone call from Southeast Missouri State University saying that they were interested and wanted to do a telephone interview. We did a telephone interview, and then 2 days after I presented my final visual defense for my thesis, I flew to Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and interviewed, and I got the job.
So that all happened really fast.
Yes, it did.
It's very
there
lucky.
There wasn't really a whole lot of breathing going
No,
on.
I didn't think so. How do you like teaching college students? You were just working at a college, or at a college, and now what's it like to be teaching at a college?
I love teaching, and I have, prior to me coming into the MFA program here, I had taught as an adjunct and at a community college, and that's when I found my love of teaching, and as one of my original professors told me, introducing them to the rabbit hole of interior design. And I love seeing them figure it out, and the challenges of designing and a creative field. It's everything.
Yeah, that is fun. Yeah. What is a normal day for you working?
I am usually at school by 8. Classes don't usually start until 9 or 10, although this coming semester I have an 8 o'clock class.
Oh, have fun with that.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I'm not sure how many people are going to show up, but we will be there at 8. So pretty much I teach. This past semester I taught 6 classes, which is a lot.
That is a lot, yes.
And we're also going through accreditation, so there's a lot of paperwork stuff going behind the scenes. But I teach online as well as studio classes, and then there's always the student who needs extra help. Or
you have a lot on your plate right now.
Yes, I do.
Wow, I'm impressed. All right,
yes.
So one thing that we do here is the gist, and it's just 5 questions that we ask everyone who comes in for an interview.
Okay.
First one I have for you is, who has it easier, boys or girls, and why?
I don't think there's a easier. I think it's a difference. I think girls, and not to do the cliche, men are from Mars and women are from Venus, but it's just I think we just approach things very differently. I think we're wired differently, and
that's a good response.
I think our challenges are very equal, but very different.
That's the best response I've gotten so far.
Good.
Wow. At what age did you become an adult, and why?
Well, it's interesting. That's an interesting question, because I think you become an adult when you get married, or when you graduate, or when you have children. But there have been steps throughout my whole life that I think that I'm getting more to an adult. I actually haven't really, I don't know what adult is, first of all. I don't know what does that entail?
When you feel you're most mature, most grounded.
I think the more I'm exposed to a bigger world, the more I realize how little I learn, or how little I know, and
so it's continual.
I think it's a continuous thing.
You're always learning, always growing. I agree with that. What was the best advice that you ever got, and have you taken that advice? Have you heeded it?
The best advice, I guess it wasn't really one of I've gotten advice from wonderful people throughout my whole life to date. But I think probably one of the biggest comments was all of us, the grad pack, that
interior design program
I dearly love. It was the first MFA program here at Endicott. We're all complaining and being very vocal in the heat press area where we were putting our boards together, and how much we had on our plates, and some of us were working full-time, and a professor, who I have no idea who it was to this day, peeked around the corner and said,
Uh-oh.
"Since when is learning easy? It's supposed to be hard, and it's supposed to hurt. That means you're learning."
Wow.
And then and off he
Just
went. And
ran
I've
away.
never seen him again.
Wow.
And we were all 5 of us were very quiet and realized that he was absolutely correct.
Took that to heart.
Yes.
Understandable. Something you're having difficulty with.
Yeah.
What is your favorite book?
I am going to have to say The Secret.
Who's it by? What's it about?
I don't know who the author is. I'm really bad.
That's okay.
It is about life and challenges.
Growing up.
And yes, and yeah, realizing that you need to not dig your heels in the sand, let it come. So.
Those are good. I like that. And the last question we have is, what do you want written on your gravestone?
Oh, wow.
Hopefully not for a while.
Not for a while, but that I made change.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
That does it for this ECTV segment with Shelby Hicks. I'm your host, Sarah McCombs. See you all again next time.